ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track, and ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
The Rush Hour with James Golden. Entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Welcome, my friends, to the Wednesday edition of Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour. If you would like to be part of the program this afternoon, 800-848-9222 is how you reach us. 800-848-9222. So much deliciousness in the news today. I'll tell you, yes, your calls are welcome. We're not going to waste time. We're going to get right to it. The biggest stories are, of course, this left-wing Obama-appointed Judge Bozak, who is now said he has probable cause to hold the Trump administration in contempt for violating his orders. You've got that. You've got Chris Van Hollen, Senator, Maryland, who decides that he wants to grandstand and get on a plane, hop down to El Salvador so he can meet with the officials down there. And pretty much all they said, well, you got to talk to the Trump administration. You can call the embassy. It is a ridiculous manifestation of, I guess, wanting to be noticed. That's all there is. Look at me. Look at what I'm doing. And it's absurd. The lengths that these people, including their pundit class, including their judicial class, including their media buddy class, and the elected Democrats are doing in support of a man who illegally entered the country, who is with gang affiliations and is right now removed from the country. It is amazing to watch the Democrat Party turn themselves inside out, and they keep saying, bring him home, like America is his home. He is home. He's in El Salvador. He is not an American citizen. This has never been his home. His home is El Salvador, but we will get to that. Over across the pond, there is big news. You know what the big news across the pond? Women are women. That's the big news. Women are women. And this is a big victory over there, too. Women are women. Also, there is news. You know, MTG had a town hall, and protesters showed up. The protesters didn't do too well. One of them got tased. At least one got tased. A lot of them escorted out. But my most favorite news story of today, and we have more than that, but my most favorite, the most delectable, the most beautiful, wonderful, the one that gives me, I don't know, waves of happiness, is the story about Letitia James. A New York Attorney Generalmente, Letitia James has been hit with shocking allegations by the Trump administration, accusing her of mortgage fraud. Yes, my friends, this story has been bubbling on social media for weeks. And of course, I don't bring you stories while they're still half-baked. I wait till they're at least 3/4 baked before I delve into it. And this one is now past 3/4 baked. it is headed to being fully baked. We don't know yet. We'll have to get into court to see whether it's 100% fully baked, but right now it's 3/4 baked. Here's what's happening. New York Attorney General Letitia James, in documents obtained by Fox News channels The Ingram Angle, the Federal Housing Finance Agency, sent a criminal referral to the Department of Justice accusing Letitia James of mortgage fraud. FHFA Director William Pulte said in a letter to Attorney General Pam Bondi that James appears to have falsified records. What? Say what? She falsified. What, baby? What you say? She did what? She falsified. Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Isn't that what she accused Donald Trump of doing business records? He said he did falsify the business records. That's what she said. And she all his in the court. And what? She allegedly has a property in Virginia. That's not New York. Virginia. That she allegedly claims is her principal residence, and a property in New York. She claimed is a 4-story structure instead of a 5, which means she was able to get a different and more favorable loan. So apparently, and they got receipts for this stuff, apparently. In fact, on one of the documents there, she's also accused of saying that her daddy was her husband. That sounds a little Ilhan Omar-ish, kind of not the same thing. You know, Ilhan, there are all these rumors about Ilhan and her brother, but I'm not even going to. You didn't know that, Carlos?
No, but I think I'm okay not knowing about it.
Well, I'll tell you about it if you want me to. I mean, I'll just put it, let's leave her name out of it. There's a certain congresswoman who initially is not an American citizen from another country. In fact, she has said that her primary interest in Congress is to make sure that the people of the country that she was born in are taken care of, not so much American citizens. But anyway, she's alleged, and this is consistent. I keep looking for the direct proof, but I'm still looking. But she is alleged, many sources allege that in some of her immigration paperwork, the person that she married was actually her brother. And it's okay, so you shrug your shoulders. Well, here you got Letitia James, the Attorney General of New York, on this application, this mortgage paperwork. She accused of saying her daddy was her husband.
That's worse.
They filed as a married couple.
That's definitely worse.
Yeah, that's yeah. Anyway. Letitia James hasn't commented on that story directly, but Letitia was out, and I guess this is her response, cut 16, and this is what Letitia has to say.
My mission is clear. I'm focused. I'm prepared. I'm ready. I've been trained by the best. I went to Howard University.
So what?
That overturned legal segregation in this country. I've been taught in those classrooms where Thurgood Marshall once taught. I'm not afraid of no president. Donald Trump, we're ready for you. We're coming for you. We're standing up for you. We're fighting on. We're not going down silent. Victory, my friends, is clear. It's now. And I'm not waiting 4 years. I'm waiting 2. Until a speaker by the name of Humphreys comes to bring us some rest. Come on, ladies, it's up to us. We saved this democracy. We'll save it now. Let's go.
I don't know quite exactly what victory. She's waiting for 2 years until Hakeem Jeffries is speaker. I mean, look, that could happen, but I hope not. And we all better do everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. But she went to Howard University. You notice her dialect's changing. She added a few uhs in the back of some word. Resta. I'm trying to sound like I'm really important and like I'm just one of those old black burrito types. Yeah, so she had that whole thing going on. I love the way these people, come on, that sounds a little racist, James. I'm one of those people. I can say it. I like the way these people pull out dialects to sound. It's like if you're, oh, Letitia. Anyway, I want this case. I so bad want the Department of Justice to make her do the perp walk. I want to watch Letitia. I shouldn't. Yes, I should, because that's what I want to see. I just want to see it. I want to see Letitia do the perp walk. I'm sorry. I want to see her do the perp walk. And then, whatever the case, and be tried fairly by a jury of her peers. And if she's innocent, if she didn't say that her daddy was her husband and falsify mortgage things and all of that, and if all of this is somehow or another mistaken identity or something, then, okay. But if she's convicted, we gotta go. James Golden. Yes, that's my favorite story of the day. We need really, really good investigation all the way. I wonder if she has done anything else. I wonder if there's other things going on in it. Whether if she's alleged of doing other things. And James Golden, Snerdley, we're going to be right. No, I'm not asking for right Indian condiment. I said right back. So don't go away.
The Rush Hour with James Golden on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Parents of tweens, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner, you may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
Clorox Sentiva smells like lavender. Cleans like Clorox. And feels like...
All right, that could go on for a while. Experience the long-lasting freshness of Clorox Sentiva. Available in Clorox Sentiva Lavender Scented Bleach. Use as directed.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel or that white chocolate mocha. Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
Ladies, you'll end up shopping for your guy's deodorant, right? So try Degree's Original Cool Rush. You see, last year, Degree changed the formula, and men were mad. One guy even started a petition. So Degree admitted they messed up and brought the Original Cool Rush scent back. It's clean, crisp, and actually smells like someone you want to cuddle. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So toss one in your cart and find out why it's the best-selling men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory.
The Rush Hour with James Golden. Entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
On that note, the Democrat and media outrage over the deportation of Abrego Garcia, an MS-13 El Salvadorian illegal alien criminal who is hiding in Maryland, has been nothing short of despicable. Based on the sensationalism of many of the people in this room, you would think we deported a candidate for Father of the Year. That's because, unfortunately, many in this country care more about this quote-unquote Maryland father, a legal alien MS-13 gang member, than a Maryland mother and an American citizen who was brutally murdered at the hands of a different illegal alien. Of course, I am referring to Rachel Morin. And if you didn't see yesterday, a Maryland jury found illegal alien Victor Antonio Martinez Hernandez guilty of murdering Rachel Morin in August of 2023.
2021, Mike Mitchell, Kingsman guitarist, passed away. The Kingsmen hailed from Portland, Oregon. They're described as a garage band of the time, blue-eyed soul garage band from Portland. This, of course, their big one, Louie. James Golden and Snerdley with you here. To the point now, Chris Van Hollen, grandstanding, cut 6. Let's just play cut 6. This is Chris Holland grandstanding before.
I just landed at the airport in San Salvador a little while ago. I'm now en route into the city, looking forward to meeting with the team from the American Embassy. And I do want to thank our Foreign Service officers and the whole team at this embassy and embassies around the world for all the good work they do on behalf of our country. I'm proud to co-chair the bipartisan Foreign Service Caucus that stands up for the men and women who are serving our country overseas and at home in the State Department. After that, I hope to meet with some high-level government officials from El Salvador. As I've said before, the goal of my visit is to talk to people here about the release of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. I told his wife and his family I would do everything possible to bring him home. And we're going to keep working at this until we're successful. I also hope to have the chance to meet with him, but we'll have a better idea if that works out a little later on.
Well, it didn't work out. He went to the vice president there. He met with the vice president, and the vice president said, you know what? Trump administration is paying our country to keep this guy in CCOT. That would be Centro de Confinamiento del Terrorism. Whatever it is. The Center for the Confinement of Terrorists, translated into English. That's what's going on. So he's there. And he said if he wanted to go visit him in jail, you should have made earlier provisions, not just do this little grandstanding and stand in front of the cameras and say, I'm going to El Salvador. I'm here. I want to thank everybody, and we're going to be back. He then asked if he could speak to him on the phone. No, go through the American Embassy. In other words, this whole photo op could have been saved. He could have handled all of this on the phone. And no, he doesn't care about the terrorists that are in Maryland, like the mother of 5 who was raped and stabbed to death. She was on Hannity. Well, she wasn't. Her mother was. Responding to this effort by Chris Van Hollen. We'll deal with that when we get back. James Golden, Snerdley with you. Whatever you do, keep it right here. And don't go away.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. 3 couples, 4 vacations, a lot to unpack. Watch The 4 Seasons, a new series starring comedy favorites Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Will Forte, Coleman Domingo, and more in a hilarious and heartfelt love letter to long-term relationships. Based on the original Alan Alda film. Watch The 4 Seasons, streaming now only on Netflix.
Experience a progressive lens engineered with AI from Essilor, powered by individual measurements of your visual behavior. A lens personalized to you by an Essilor expert. Discover Verilux XR Track and enjoy instantly sharp vision in motion and seamless transitions from near to far. Find your local Essilor expert today at Essilor.com.
You guys, I just found the most incredible Mother's Day gift. It's called Goldbelly. Goldbelly is this amazing site where you can get the most iconic foods from restaurants all across the U.S., shipped anywhere in the country for free in time for Mother's Day. We're talking cakes from Ina Garten and Martha Stewart, Magnolia Bakery's famous banana pudding, and New York bagel brunches. Make Mother's Day perfect with Goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code MOM. That's Goldbelly.com, promo code MOM.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
The Rush Hour with James Golden. Entertaining and informative. On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
You know, I don't know if there's a Mr. Tarlov, but if he is, I just want to give him a medal for that voice every day. Anyway, she gets piroed.
Abrego Garcia was not afforded that right to come into court and to argue as to why he should not be deported. And it is not the same thing to deport someone to their home country as to send them to a prison.
Well, then,
you know that.
First of all, the 9-0 decision by the Supreme Court held that the judge was wrong to think that she or he could enjoin the whole nation and dictate to a president international policy.
Facilitate his return.
No. The facilitation, as the Attorney General herself said, was that if they decide to return him, no judge can tell the president you have to go into another country and pull a citizen of that country and bring him back here when he's illegal here in the first place.
Greg, is this a constant?
She got piroed. Yeah, that's it. James Golden and Snerdley. Oh, yes, indeed. Okay, so Hannity had on Patty Morin, whose daughter was raped and killed by an illegal immigrant. The same time all this was going on with this guy, this other Maryland illegal immigrant, this case took place in Maryland. And Hannity asked, well, you'll hear it, because we left Hannity in there. You'll hear the question and you'll hear the mother of this woman's response.
What are your thoughts on your senator going to bat for this illegal? But did he ever say anything to you and your family about your loss? To ever call you, ever take the time to be with you?
No, actually, I'm very angry. I'm actually outraged, but I'm too sad at the moment to show anger at the same time. He did not call our family. He did not give condolences. There was no action on the Democratic Party in any way, from Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Mayorkas, anyone here in Maryland, none of the senators did anything to help search for the murderer of my daughter.
They didn't call. They don't, to this day, they don't care. This is a woman, said that her daughter in the state of Maryland, again, mother of 5, citizen of the United States, resident of the state of Maryland, raped and killed by an illegal immigrant. Person should have never been in the country. Senator Van Hollen didn't even bother to pick up the phone. His office, nobody called the woman. Gee, we're sorry for your loss. Anything we can do for you. The entire Democrat Party hierarchy, all the way down, nothing for this woman. And yet this guy gets on a plane and goes grandstanding down to El Salvador so he can plead the case of a gang member whose very gang, MS-13, is involved with these kinds of horrific crimes. And Senator Van Hollen is, we want to bring him home. He is home. He's in El Salvador. He was illegally here. But this is what these Democrats are. Folks, it's hard for me to even believe that these people are making this their issue. But they are. And, of course, it plays well with the liberal public. Go to Cut 8, the liberals, the guys that your average downstream liberal, this is their take on it.
Stop. You might as well stop. There's no sense going anywhere. If we don't get Kilmar back to the United States, then we're all in the wind. Nothing matters if we don't get him back. And whatever they've done to him, we need to know. And they all need to pay. The president needs to go to jail for this. If this is what we think it is, he needs to answer for this. This isn't no cherry tree Washington chopped down. This is a man's life, an American, who's been treated like garbage by his president and thrown into another country's prison, basically, and we don't even know if he's alive or dead. Kilmar Garcia needs to come home. This is all I care about now. This is all I think about now. This is all I need to know. If I don't know this, I don't need to know anything. This country is shot to hell. If we can't bring Kilmar back, we're not the United States of America. And I'm not running this place. I'm 70 years old. But I guarantee you, if I was young enough, I'd be figuring out where the he was. And I'd make sure he got back home.
Yeah, big man. I'd make sure. He's in El Salvador, pal. Go get him. Go get him. You don't have to be young enough. You have to just go down there and get him like, Senator Van Hollen does. Yeah. Meanwhile, okay, so we've got all. Joe Biden had a speech last night. You know what I love? Did you see Trump? Did you see anything? Trump just selected a portion of the Biden speech last night so that he can post it on social media. It's 13. This is the This is what Donald Trump posted from Joe Biden's speech last night.
And I had never seen hardly any black people in Scranton at the time I was only going in the fourth grade. And I remember seeing the kids going by at the time called colored kids on a bus going by.
One more time. Just
and I had never seen hardly any black people in Scranton at the time I was only going in the fourth grade. And I remember seeing the kids going by at the time called colored kids on a bus going by.
Okay. All right. By the way, I don't. Gayle King, Oprah's friend, is a little bit upset, folks. She went to space the other day. She's now an astronaut, and she's mad because some of you people, not sensitive, have apparently been saying that she had a space ride. She doesn't like it.
I don't like that people are calling it a ride. A ride, you never see a male astronaut who's going up in space and they said, he took a ride. We actually duplicated the route that Alan Shepard did. That's why this particular capsule is called the New Shepard. We duplicated that route. No one said he took that ride. Yeah. It's always referred to as a flight or a journey. So I feel that that's a little disrespectful to what the mission was and what the work that Blue Origin does. We use space technology all the time, whether it's your GPS, whether it's your satellite. That doesn't just happen. Every time a flight goes up, they get some type of information. Two of the astronauts, I still have a hard time calling myself an astronaut.
Okay, folks, do you have it clear, please, when you talk about astronaut Gayle King Can you please not refer to her space ride as a space ride? Can you please call her space ride or space flight? And by the way, somebody pointed out to me, what does that Blue Origin space thing rocket look like? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see the Blue Origin space rocket? No one's answering me. Have you not seen the Blue Origin space rocket?
Like the thing that landed where Jeff Bezos tripped over?
Oh, no, the whole thing at the tower before
I'm not gonna go there.
it launches. Go look at a picture of it. Just tell me what you think, huh? Because it has there's a very specific answer. But again, when you're talking about the ride in space that Gail, Carlos, what does it look like?
I don't recall.
What do you mean you don't recall? You just saw it.
Okay, it looks like a male, how do you say it?
What? It looks like a phallus symbol. Is that what you want to say?
Yes, thank you.
What do you mean, so does Joe's?
Does it look like Jeff?
Does it look like Jeff? Don't ask questions like that would make... Look. No. He may own it. It may be his, and it may be the biggest one. I don't know. But whatever you do, I want you, especially you guys, would you please show astronaut Gail King some respect? And not ever say that she went for a space ride. She went on a flight. She did not go on a ride. Okay? You got it straight now? Thank you. All right. Now, Harvard. I got to save Harvard for tomorrow because we're running out of time quickly, and I want to spend oodles and oodles of time on Harvard. But needless to say, this business with Harvard is also, liberals are just heated up as well over the fact that Donald Trump is finally doing something about Harvard University. Now, I mentioned before a story. I don't want to let it go to the back burner. I got to find it. Here it is. And please have cut 15 ready. Thank you. Here is this story. UK High Court declares trans women are not women under legislative definition. The Supreme Court in Britain ruled Wednesday that men identifying as trans women are not legally regarded as women under the nation's equality legislation. The judgment comes after a long legal battle over whether men identifying as a trans woman can be considered female under the nation's Equality Act. If you want to know why I'm doing that, it's for Letitia James. I'm just trying to be inclusive. Okay, because that was, she gave a speech today, and she sounded like a civil rights leader. And one of the things that you have to do if you're going to be a civil rights leader is to put after almost every important word. And that way you sound like you're in the struggle and you know what's happening. So, anyway, it was a unanimous decision in Britain's High Court that a woman and sex in the Equality Act of 2010 refer to a biological woman and to biological sex. The deputy president of the court, Lord Hodge, said that, and he meant it too. Now, the women came out that brought the case, involved with the case, and we have some audio. And that's cut number this. And this is what it sounded like when they walked out. People outside were happy. They were cheering. 3 of them walked out. And then the women started hugging each other in a non-sexual way. But in a just happy way. You know, girl way. And
we were in a really difficult place in Scotland then. We thought we were going to see rights for women rolled back, and today the judges have said what we always believed to be the case, that women are protected by their biological sex, that sex is real, and that women can now feel safe, that services and spaces designated for women are for women, and we are enormously grateful to the Supreme Court for this ruling.
And so a woman is now a woman. And this is James Golden, Boa Snerdley. Before we go, let me just mention what's coming up next, keeping the live and alive with Debbie Nigro, sponsored by Native Path Collagen.
The Rush Hour with James Golden on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
This episode is brought to you by Factor. Optimize your nutrition this year with Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal service. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved, ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from 40 weekly options across 8 dietary preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Eat smarter at factormeals.com/listen50 and use code listen50 for 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Factormeals.com/listen50, code listen50. T's and C's apply.
What makes a great pair of glasses? At Warby Parker, it's all the invisible extras without the extra cost. Their designer quality frames start at $95, including prescription lenses, plus scratch-resistant, smudge-resistant, and anti-reflective coatings, and UV protection, and free adjustments for life. To find your next pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contact lenses, or to find the Warby Parker store nearest you, head over to warbyparker.com. That's warbyparker.com.
I'm Cindy Lauper. My psoriasis was all over, even on my scalp, which may mean 4 times the risk for psoriatic arthritis. But Cosentyx works on both.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis 300 milligram dose and adults with active psoriatic arthritis 150 milligram dose. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com or 1-844-COSENTYX. Ask your doctor about Cosentyx.
This podcast is supported by Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. RVs are for sharing adventures with family, friends, and even your pets. So if you bring your cats and dogs along for the ride, you'll want Progressive RV insurance. They protect your cats and dogs like family by offering up to $1,000 in optional coverage for vet bills in case of an RV accident, making it a great companion for the responsible pet owner who loves to travel. See Progressive's other benefits and more when you quote RV insurance at Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pet injuries and additional coverage and subject to policy terms.
The Rush Hour with James Golden. Entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network. James Golden, a.k.a. Bo Snerdley, presents Rapid Phones.
Let's start with Andrew in New Jersey. Andrew, what is on your mind this afternoon?
The double standard in the media with Trump's deportations. They're all over it. It's the biggest story. But Obama, the deporter-in-chief, he did the same. He focused on gangbangers, and they basically just kissed his butt. Ilhan Omar criticized because she didn't think he was left-wing enough. But you see the double standard, how they covered Obama versus Trump.
Of course. And that double standard is not just with that. It's concerning this entire area of immigration. And you see the hypocrisy. Let us go to Texas and check in with Richard. Hi, Richard. What part of Texas you calling from?
Hi, how are you?
Good, Richard. Where in Texas? Where in Tejas are you calling from?
Midland, Texas.
Oh, oil Midland, yes. Oil-rich Midland, Texas. Anyway, what's on your mind, Richard?
I wanted to talk about Garcia, the prisoner of Zenda in El Salvador. His wife in 2021, who is trying to get him out, did an order of protection against him. So he's a real sweetie, this guy.
Yeah, and his wife supposedly wants him back, so I guess she can get it. And his wife, I guess, wants him back so she can get another order of protection against him. Yeah, I guess he can't hear us for some reason. I'm sorry, we lost the call. Lost you on our end, Richard. Jay in New Jersey, you are up next. How are you, Jay?
Yeah, hey, Bo. I think that if I was in the Senate now, I would be trying to get Chris Van Hollen moved to the El Salvador prison with this gangbanger. If he's going to El Salvador to advocate to bring illegal criminals, MS-13 gang members back to this country, that is an act so treasonous, he should be deported with him. And the fact that he didn't call that mother and he's defending this person that the judge ruled twice that he was in MS-13, it shows you where the Democrat Party is today.
Let us make this a memory for the mid-year elections. What Democrats are doing right now. This needs to be remembered. All of it in detail. We got to go. May God bless and protect each and every single one of you, your families, your loved one. Love and gratitude, my friends, always for your being here with me, allowing me to be with you. God willing, we will be back for the Thursday edition of Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour. Same time, same place. Until then, my friends, I bid you adieu. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour. You can hear Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour weekdays at 4 on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?